Taylor and Gresh. Let's go first topic before we even get into the ones that I wrote down. What Josh Reed just said. Andy, do you agree that Josh Allen is the best player on both sides regardless of the side of the ball?
No, I don't. I know Judon's having a great year, J.C. Jackson as well. Hey, look, if Josh Allen is so great, this is the kind of game that he'll put the team on his shoulders and carry him to a victory.
Yeah, give credit where credit is due, and I don't feel like that was the correct statement at all.
It was a very interesting claim. I would say maybe the best offensive player on the field.
Agree
but
with that,
some of the Patriots' defensive guys might have something to say about that claim.
Yeah, definitely. I think the panel can agree that he's maybe the best offensive player. Maybe Stephon Diggs is up there as well. Definitely not on both sides of the ball. In terms of this game, what will be different about this one? Obviously, the weather's going to be different. Game plans will be a little bit different. But in terms of what we see stylistically on the field, who do you think makes that first punch, and how is it different?
Well, do you think that the Patriots will use more of a passing game? Remember, they said they had a whole plan of a passing game that they didn't use. Do they show that out in this one? I kind of feel like they will. I would love to see them run all over the Bills again. That'd be great, but I don't think we're going to see that this time around.
No, I think the tight ends are going to be big. That's kind of my prediction in this one. I would say Hunter Henry is going to be a key piece for them.
Well, the start definitely factors into kind of how both teams are going to play. But look, I think the Bills are going to come in, and you could already tell that the Patriots are in their heads. If they get down early, crowd into it, get an early stop, maybe there's an interception, a fumble, or a turnover, this could go south quickly on the Bills because of their mindset.
Yeah, not many people had the Patriots in this spot this late in the season. Is the Bills' window closing already, Gresh?
Yeah. Because other teams around them are getting better. New England is already back. We know the Baltimore is settled in for their plan long term. The Dolphins are knocking on the door. If they get Deshaun Watson or a quarterback worth their salt, like maybe Russell Wilson, that could change things. Because that's the one thing we don't take into account is how everybody else around the AFC is getting better, whereas the Bills look like they're taking a half step backwards.
I don't think so. I think they still have a young quarterback, and I think they do have some things to fix to be that team that gets over the hump. I think the run defense is definitely an issue for them, but I don't think that they're completely out of it. I don't think their window's closing.
I don't think Bills Mafia will let them close the window at this point. They're desperate for a win. They're going to come out and try to beat this team. So I think the window is still open regardless win or loss this game.
Interesting how Mac Jones obviously still has 3 or 4 more years left on his rookie deal, and the Patriots will have a lot of more flexibility than the Bills will once they pay Josh Allen. All right, Patriots defense, let's talk about them. Can they fix that run defense? We know the Bills don't run a lot of the time, but if those holes continue to be open, they might go run the ball. Do you think they fix it this game?
I think that we've seen them be able to bounce back, right, against Tennessee, and then they bounce back the next week. So I think, yes, it's something that they had to go back to the drawing board and figure out.
Yeah, I think they'll rework this. They'll get everything going, not like last week. We'll just see them recuperate and be a lot better this week.
Gresh, you agree?
The biggest thing is don't allow the home run. And Rosie, you're giving Bills Mafia too much credit. They can't get up on their hind legs this time of year.
There we go. I knew it was coming with that.
Had to throw that in there.
We need Bills Mafia in person at Gillette Stadium on Sunday.
Oh, please, get out of here. They can't leave the state. They're on parole.
Shove it in their face with a nice big win. All right, still to come here on New England.